mean, good for him. I mean, talk about having a well-written.
Well, you get tired of
I feel weird. I mean. Yeah, when I popped up, I was like,
Okay, sorry about that, folks. I'll get a little better vantage, which we have now. Getting ready to start.
Hey, was that, city of Orono payroll thing?
What?
Got an email about the,
I did too.
City of Orono payroll.
I think we were accidentally approved.
No, no, that was supposed to be for staff.
I know, I did,
So is that just on?
but not now. I saw that too, and I was like, was I supposed to?
Is Kendall back in Florida?
No, she's here.
Okay, so, I just had dinner with my attorney, so is Eric coming tomorrow?
I haven't heard that he's coming.
Okay, so I've got the green light to show Eric, so I can meet with him tomorrow or whenever, and then Bob will be contacting him.
I mean, that's a,
That steps.
it's hard to run here.
So, hey, Eric, I'm just trying to see what, where we're at.
Sure.
Although sometimes people don't like it, but, you know.
So that wasn't for us? It was not.
Seconds.
5 seconds. 30 more seconds. All right, welcome to the Monday, April 25th, 2022 Orono City Council meeting. Note that all council members are present. Richard, I think, had just stepped out for a moment. He'll be back shortly. We always start with the Pledge of Allegiance, so I invite you to stand and face the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, we do have a public hearing tonight for the 3-2 malt liquor off sale license for the Holiday Superstores LLC at 2420 Shadywood Road. And who wants to talk about that?
Yes, so we're here to do the public hearing. It's required by our ordinance for new licenses. So if the mayor would.
Okay, I will open up the public hearing, so if there's anybody who would like to come and talk about the malt liquor off sale license for the Holiday Superstore LLC at 2420 Shadywood Road, please step up and state your name and address for the record. I see nobody here for the public hearing, so I'll close the public hearing and I will bring it back to the council. And any other thoughts or a motion?
Motion to approve the off-sale license for 2420 Shadywood Road.
Second.
Councilmember Pinto, Councilmember Seals, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Note that passes 4-0. All right, next on the agenda is our consent agenda. And on one vote, we will approve all the consent agenda items. If there's anything that somebody wants taken off the consent agenda, they just have to raise their hand. We'd like to take it off the consent agenda and to talk about it. So with that said, would somebody like to take a stab at the consent agenda tonight?
I'll take care of it this evening. I'd make a motion to accept the consent agenda as is.
Any other thoughts? What we have in the consent agenda tonight is number 2, the City Council meeting minutes of April 11th. Number 3, the council work session minutes of April 11th. 4, claims and bills. 5, approval of garbage hauler licenses. And 6, authorization to accept Zach Hui resignation. Anybody like any of those items taken off consent agenda tonight? Seeing no objections, I have a motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
Councilman Printup. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, that passes 5-0.
Jackie.
All right, Jackie, 5-0, Jackie. Your next other thing is public comments. We have changed our public comments a little bit this time around. We have limited the public comments to 3 minutes. We figure if you can't articulate your message in 3 minutes, that you should probably get in touch with the staff or get in touch with the city council person. We are also going to put the timer up on the clock so then you can see your time. You not have to ask somebody for it. And at 3 minutes, the mic will be muted, and then we'll be asked you to sit down. So anyways, so with that said, we're at public comments. If there's anybody who'd like to come up.
I was absolutely looking forward to
Take a 5-minute recess.
I'll second it.
All right,
recess.
we'll take a 5-minute recess.
Excuse me? Holy crap. You all saw that on YouTube? They changed it from 5 minutes to 3 minutes because they can't handle people calling them out for what they're doing. And now, because I come up to talk, look, everybody's gone. The Turbine guy chases them out of the room merely by presenting words. There you go, folks. Well, let's give them their 5 minutes, which, by the way, they're probably all together illegally having a meeting right now because there's such a thing called open meeting laws. Most likely violating those right now, which they are known to do here in Orono, Minnesota. Well known to violate open meeting laws. So let's just wait our 5 minutes. And by the way, I won't point the camera, but they're so afraid of us and our words that they now have an officer here because people had words the other day. Crazy. That's your Orono City Council. And I believe they ran on transparency, folks. I believe they ran on transparency. And look at where they are. They're gone. Well, it's okay. I'll be here. I'm going to get my 3 minutes. And we're all going to have a little fun with it. I'm sorry, I could not help laughing. What a bunch of chicken shit morons these people are. We're going to put the clock up and we're going to shut you off and shut your mic off. Holy Christ. You know what these guys are doing? I'm going to let them know. They're doing a great impersonation of the Democrats. That's what they're doing.
Did you talk to Eric?
No, I hadn't had a chance to.
Well, the circuses have to be taught about shows.
Yeah. Well, unfortunately, the circus is in charge.
Well, for now. Talk to Eric tomorrow, and then,
Why don't we just talk for a few minutes after?
well, so I'll talk to Eric tomorrow for sure,
Yeah.
and then Bob and we'll set something up from there.
Explain again what's going on. They walked out when you went up for... No, I went up... I am more than happy to explain what's going on. I went up for my 3 minutes. As you can see now, it's 3 minutes. Because when people had 5 minutes, that was too much for these people to handle about the truth about what they do. Because this is a corrupt council. So now this council that ran on transparency, because I was going to make my 3-minute public comments, calling them out for being ignorant people for doing it for 3 minutes and doing everything they can to shut the public down, they walked out to try to prevent me my time. but they'll have to come back. I've never seen a council recess as much as this Mayor Walsh does when I show up.
He's in battle.
He's what?
He's in battle.
He,
He is.
well, he's a weasel. He was officially monikered that 2 weeks ago. Mayor Dennis Weasel Walsh. I wish I had my picture. I knew I should have brought it so I could show you all. But that's what this guy is. And you just saw. See, that's what a weasel does. You know what real men do? Real men sit there and they deal with issues and they deal with it calmly and move on. But not these people. Not these people at all. You got this weasel in the middle who can't handle at all being talked about the truth about what this guy's done. And by the way, I know you all saw my wife and I here 2 weeks ago, but we are now putting together a video to explain exactly why two absolutely normal people would come up and excoriate these people the way they were.
Sorry, could I have a quick word with you? Sure.
Anyways, there you have it. So I'll get my 3 minutes, not 5. What do you say now? Let's see. Got it. 5 minutes down to 3 minutes, and they recessed as soon as you got to speak. Correct. Break already. That's what you do when you're hiding stuff, people. That's what we going on at the Orono City Council. Look at that. They all bailed because Nygaard, Turbine guy, was going to speak. You can't make this. And now, don't forget, they're probably right now holding an illegal meeting behind doors, violating the open meeting law. I mean, maybe I should make a report to the officer so he can, officer, can you please go check and see if they're violating the open meeting law for the state of Minnesota? I know I don't want to go do it.
That's not our role, Dave, so.
It's not your role? Okay, well, the officer won't go investigate. I tried. Yes. Red's actually out talking to the Orono attorney right now. Look at that. I could have been done with my 3 minutes ago. Uh-oh, they're coming back, folks. Here, Weasel Walsh first. He's gonna go right by the camera. There you go. Remember, he was the one that was trying to hide from the camera during the work session? Now, all 5 council members come back from their open meeting violation. What else could it have been?
Okay, we're back for public comment. If there's anybody who'd like to come up and speak, state your name and address, and staff will start the clock.
Oh, you started the clock before I started? Really? That's quite interesting. It's really not. I mean, I gotta say, you guys are really an embarrassment.
And who are you? You state your name
Oh,
and
sorry,
address.
Jay Nygaard, Turbine guy, Orono, Minnesota, 1386 West Point Road. I live right down the road from Weasel Walsh. I've known these people long enough, even though Crosby doesn't want to admit it. I know a lot more about him than he understands. None of that matters. What matters is, I can't believe you guys just walked out on my 3-minute comment, held yourself a nice open meeting violation and back, instead of just letting me talk. It goes to show the character of this council. Taking public comments from 5 minutes to 3 minutes goes to show the character of this council. Putting a clock up there to time people goes to show the character of this council. Not only that, saying, you know what, your microphone's going to be shut off, goes to show the character of this council. I really wish I had a mirror so everybody could look at themselves instead of trying to look and blame other people. But what's gone on in this council, trying to kick the veterans off of Big Island, trying to give away a park lately, giving away a fire lane to a planning chair commissioner. There's a lot of things that you guys really should be thinking about. And it's really sad to me, as someone who's been here most likely longer than any of you, that you are all doing this to my community. My community. See, one person a character. Well, I'll get Richard too. Two people willing to look at me. That says something about our council too. It's really disappointing in this day and age that you guys would play games like this, when I know that Walsh himself ran on transparency. And what kind of transparency is it when you take public comments down from 3 minutes to, or from 5 minutes to 3? What kind of transparency is it when you guys have to leave the room to get together to talk, hold each other's hands in the background, and make sure nobody says or does anything wrong? It's sad. It's sad what this council is doing to the city. It's sad that this council does not have character and does not have transparency. Truly is. It's sad what you're doing to the residents of this community. The criminal prosecutions and everything else. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let your 5 minute to 3 minute stand as a testament to what this council is.
All right, is there anybody else who would like to come up for public comment tonight? Seeing none, we'll close public comment and we will come down to, is there any finance director report today?
I have nothing tonight, Mayor.
All right, city attorney.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I do have something. I have a conflict on the May 9th city council meeting, so I will not be here, but the Coke will be in place of me, so I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on that.
Appreciate that. City administrator engineer report.
Just a couple of updates for the good of the order. Tomorrow is our Public Works facility bid opening, so excited to see what kind of numbers we get on that bid, so we'll be bringing that before you at the next council meeting. And then just a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going on in city staff over the next 2 weeks. We are transitioning our payroll, our automated payroll system for timekeeping. So we've got a bunch of staff trainings and that sort of thing over the next 2 weeks as we move from the paychecks model to the MyPay applications. That's all I have.
Okay, mayor and council report. Councilmember Seals.
Oh, gosh, I knew you were going to me. So just two things. If you weren't aware, Sunday is the Long Lake Fire Department's Pancake Breakfast.
Yeah.
Super fun event. They're going to be pancakes made on a really big griddle. And a lot of residents.
2 griddles.
Is it two? Oh, it is two. It is two.
And French toast typically.
And you can get
Yes.
chocolate chips in your pancakes.
Yes.
Yes. But great event to support the firemen and just get to know some of your community members. Also, I
That's
don't,
like from 8 to 1, right?
it is from 8 to 1.
9 to 1, yeah.
Yeah.
We also take applications if you're interested in volunteering.
Look at you. Gonna get my guys. You know, I did ask them, I said, you guys have had like this really influx, like more recruits than they've had ever before, like what has been the change? Right, like they're not gonna, like, they had to order more gear and do all that good stuff. Can you guess what there's one thing they did differently? A new sign out front of Station 2. That is it. That is the only, it's like new sign goes up and people, yeah, so
Doesn't blend into the city.
sometimes it's just the simple
That's
things.
good.
They did share, and I don't know, and maybe we could include it in one of our upcoming newsletters or whatever it might be. They shared some pictures with me of the Long Lake Fire Department, and a lot of the local fire departments donated all their used gear to Ukraine. And there was like a semi-load of
Wow.
used gear that's going overseas. I thought that was pretty cool. They had some pictures. I know they have the pictures now, like all the gear and then in front of it, and then they were gonna hopefully get some pictures of maybe some of the Ukrainians.
So Ukrainians, you want to buy a little.
They might be wearing their old helmet if it's retired, so, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, so, because you can't, they can't sell it in the States, you have to donate it, so they typically donate to Mexico and South America, so they said this needs to be a little more urgent.
Too many regulations.
Yes, too many regulations, but in Mexico, you're fine, so, but I thought that would be cool, that might be some, just kind of nice thing to share with the good stuff.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing to share, for sure.
That's all I got, it's cool outside, it's awful,
Yeah.
it's not much.
All right, Councilmember Brenda.
Really only a couple of things. Soren's not gonna be here
Your May 9th? I'm just kidding, I don't know.
Councilmember Crosby.
Tag on the fire thing, voting season's gonna be starting soon. I think, we learned something from a recent call that, please, if you're out by yourself, especially on a vote, wear your lanyard, yeah,
You
somebody,
can have mine, your book
yeah.
is.
So somebody fell off their
Who's
vote.
somebody?
I believe they're going to be okay.
I think they did find them.
So, but they, especially if you're in the middle of the lake and you're not wearing a life jacket, that's a problem. So, especially if you're on the boat alone, wear a life jacket, something light that'll keep you afloat, and just attach that lanyard. I know everybody wants to fish and have a great time, but, you have to be alive for that and be safe, yeah. So, other than that, everybody have a great week.
All right, Councilmember Johnson. Got nothing. All right, well, I guess I'll tag on the breakfast thing. We're definitely planning on going and getting the kiddos some pancakes. Also, this weekend is the Orono Foundation Bash, which raises money for the school and the supplies and the computers and all the things for the kiddos that they need. Down in the inner cities, they get lots of grants and all that kind of stuff, and they have lots of organizations that raise money. And all they have out here for the school to raise the kids up here and the stuff that they need is the Orono Foundation. So that's for the kids. For the kids, exactly. It's gonna be at Lafayette Club. Yeah, it's like a Mad Hatter kind of theme.
Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter kind of thing, so it's gonna be pretty crazy, that's for sure.
It's like Alice in Wonderland, come on.
But otherwise, yeah, it's way too cold. Hopefully the warmth is gonna come our way, because we're almost in May. It's supposed to be April showers bring May flowers, and I'm not sure where the flowers are at this point, but there's no showers to bring them up, so. Anyways, that's all I got, and Easter's gonna be coming soon, so.
No,
And
okay.
Mother's Day is coming.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mother's Day is
Mother's
coming
Day.
soon.
Mother's
Mother's Day is coming soon.
Very
so
important.
don't forget about Mother's
Right.
Day. That's important, right, Soren?
I don't forget that.
Otherwise, that's all I got, so motion to adjourn.
So moved.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye. Clarinet.
Passes.
Oh, what is he doing after school? What is he doing? Okay. Better than Detroit. Detroit's a little Roseville. We just drove through it, so.
Yeah.
It's like a college town, so yeah.
It's a hearing devices type of work system for, hearing critters.
See you, Weasel.
Jaded Brad, if I take off?
I haven't seen him since he went out there with you. So, probably.
I don't see his truck.
Well, he's got a job. That's all I can, right? Yeah. Did he counter? Good for him. Well,
Hey, got it.
yeah. Good for you.
What's his degree in?
Finance accounting.
Okay, so it's up his alley.
That's
No,
Have a good weekend.
now's when everyone shows up.
See you, Soren.
Yeah, huge. So, and typically, rather than staying in cities.
maybe they'll come back, get some experience.
But I also.
Well, since there's 10 people watching, I'll give you a quick recap, everybody. Y'all missed all the fun tonight. You can't ever predict what's gonna happen with this council up here, except it's gonna be to protect themselves and hide what they do. And today, they changed public comments from 5 minutes to 3 minutes, reducing people's time. Not only that, they put a clock up, and they're gonna shut the microphone off after. Now, good thing the Turbine guy can talk loud enough, because if I wanna go on, everyone's gonna hear me anyways. But the sick idea of trying to reduce public input only goes to show the character of this council, like I said. This council has done so many negative things for this city, and they keep trying to break it up and hide it more and more and more. This is a perfect example of what the Orono City Council is capable of when it comes to hiding their own corruption. because that's what happened today. 5 minutes to 3 minutes, the public has less input. Why? Because the Orono Council is afraid of what people are gonna see. Turbine guy, signing out.